What's going on, guys? My name is Dawson Redden and I'm a proud Gryffindor, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. It's here! It is here, guys. We have Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This is illustrated by MinaLima, and it is finally here. We've had this on pre-order for so long, and it finally has arrived. So I can't wait to dive into this book and jig through the pages and see everything that is in here. And what better way to do it than, of course, on Halloween. So guys, get a snack, get a favorite drink, whatever you need, because we're diving into this book page for page to see what all is in here. And I can't wait any longer. So without further ado, guys, let's jump into this video. Accio intro. So if you are unaware of who MinaLima is, they are the graphic designers of the Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts movies. They did all the graphic designs for those films, and now they are bringing us a book illustrated by them that is done stunning. Almost every page in these books have something to see or to do. This is an interactive book. And we now have the second book, The Chamber of Secrets, which is one of my favorite films in the series. It's not my favorite book, but it is one of my favorite films to watch. And I can't wait to dive into here and check it out. I don't have just one copy of this book. I have two copies of this book. And we're gonna get into why I have two copies here in just a second. But if you guys didn't know, MinaLima did put out Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, a while back, and it is just a beautiful book, and I could not wait after checking this one out to see what they did with the Chamber of Secrets. Now, I only have this in the Sorcerer's Stone at the moment, and I have went through and read and checked out every nook and cranny of this book, but I do have a copy of Philosopher's Stone signed by MinaLima coming very soon that is going to be the one that I keep displayed here on the shelves, and this one I'm gonna pass down to my daughter. Now, back to why I have two books. Same reason. I have one copy here that has not been opened, and this is the one that we are going to dig into, and we're going to go through all the pages and check out page for page in an entire flip through. But the one that I have here that's already opened, this one is actually signed by MinaLima, and just check this out. I was so excited to get this, and this book I will not be opening any further than this right here, what they had already opened and used to sign the book. I will not flip through any of the pages, and I have not flipped through any of the pages. This is going to go directly on the shelves, and I really don't want to handle it anymore, so it's going to be put up real fast, and then we're going to break the seal on this one and take a look at it, because this one is the one that we're going to look at, and then I'm going to read once this video goes up. So once again, MinaLima is the graphic designers, and they did put out Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and the Philosopher's Stone. And this was received so well that they went and did the Chamber of Secrets. Now, it is not confirmed whether or not they are going to do the full series, but fingers crossed that we're going to get Prisoner of Azkaban and then the other ones, of course. With the success so far of Chamber of the Secrets, I would say it's safe to say that we should expect a Prisoner of Azkaban to come probably within the next year or so. Now, once again, we do not know if we're going to get the full series, but fingers crossed that we do, because that would be absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do with the illustrations further down the line. So what's cool about these books is MinaLima was the graphic designers of the films for Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts, but we're getting a totally different look at Harry Potter in these new illustrations, and it's so cool to see it in a different way, and these illustrations are absolutely beautiful. So without further ado, guys, let's dive in to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So I'll read real quick this little paragraph on the back of this book. if you want to check it out. This is just a cover that goes over it. This is not part of the actual book itself. It says designed and illustrated by award-winning studio MinaLima, the artist behind the graphic style of the Harry Potter films. This keepsake edition is the perfect gift for Harry Potter fans of all ages. A beautiful addition to any collector's bookshelf and an enchanting way to share this beloved series with a new generation of readers. Now, I can't wait any longer. Let's break this seal and let's dive into this book. So starting with the outside of the book, we continue with that frame that they had going on the first one. We have a Gryffindor, a Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Slytherin icons. We have a Sword of Gryffindor, a Howler, a Mandrake. We have spiders and spider webs. We have snakes. We have Ron's broken wand. We have the Sorting Hat. There are so many things that are illustrated just on the front cover of this book. And then, of course, we have JK Rowling, Harry Potter, and the Chamber of Secrets. We have the Ford Anglia with Ron and Harry flying off through the sky. And then down here, we have the Hogwarts Express. We know this scene. This is the scene where they're chasing the Hogwarts Express. So, on the back, of course, we have the synopsis of what the book is about. And it is imprinted into the actual cover of the book. This book feels almost like a cloth binding, but it is not. Then on the spine, we have part of Hogwarts along with Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. We have year 2. So as these books continue, we're slowly going to start to build Hogwarts Castle. These connect with one another, and you can tell by the line that goes across here, they connect with each other. And so it's going to be really cool to see these as a set once they are completely done. It's going to be a while, but they're going to be beautiful once it's over with. Did I mention that all of this is done in gold foiling, and it is just super pretty? And of course, like everyone says, the Niffler in me just gets super excited when I see this. So let's now dive into the book and check out each one of these pages and see what MinaLima has done. Not only is almost every page in here illustrated, but there are some interactive elements to this book, and I believe that there are 8 interactive elements in this one. So let's dive inside and see what all we can find within this book. Alright, so here we go. We flip the book open. We have Harry flying around on his broomstick, being chased by bludgers. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Designed and illustrated by MinaLima. This is a first printing, so it has that 10:1 number line. Table of contents, 18 chapters. Chapter 1, The Worst Birthday. We have our first illustration with Harry and the Dursleys. And each one of these frames have hidden things within them. So here's Harry's glasses. Here's a lock, a frying pan. So each one of these has, you know, some hidden stuff within it that you can find. So it's really cool. So we're gonna flip through this stuff fairly quickly, and if there's something that you want to see, then you can pause the video and take a look at it yourself a little in more detail. So here we have Dobby waiting outside in the hedges. Harry doing some chores. Chapter 2, Dobby's warning. I really like this illustration of Dobby here. Very cool. Once again, hidden things within the frame that you can find. So really neat. Here we have Dobby returning the letters to Mr. Harry Potter. We have Harry covered in Aunt Petunia's cake. Here we have an illustration of Harry sleeping.
with the words zoo and the Dursleys and Dobby. If you've read the book, you know what this is referring to here. Very cool. Chapter 3, we have the Burrow, and we have the Weasley brothers coming to save Harry in the Fort Anglia. Here they are flying away from Privet Drive. And then we come to our first interactive piece of the book, the Burrow. I really like how the Burrow is illustrated here. It's very colorful, and it's very neat to see it this way versus the way we see it in the movies. And on here you can turn different pieces of the Burrow and look at the inside of it, all the different rooms within the Burrow itself. This is a very cool illustration, interactive piece that they have in the book, and a good way to start off the book. Really cool. Here we have a bunch of magic going on in the kitchen. We have our first look at Mr. Gilderoy Lockhart on this book here. Now, if you went to Barnes & Noble and you purchased this book, you actually will get a print of this scene here. Now, I don't know how many of those prints they're going to have, so if you haven't went and picked this book up yet, or if you didn't order it online, or you just want another copy, like I did, and you're looking to get something with it, if you go to Barnes & Noble, check and see if they still have it. You might be able to get this print. Here we have an illustration of Mr. Weasley in the Weasley's kitchen. And here we have Ron. What's cool about this one is he's sporting his Chudley Cannons themed room. There's Wizard's Chest and Chocolate Frog cards. We then have Chapter 4, Magical Me by Gilderoy Lockhart. We're to our next interactive piece. We have Harry, who is going to be using Flu Network for the first time. And this piece, you can take Harry through the Flu Network into the different parts of it as he is going along before he lands down here at the bottom. So very cool interactive piece. One of my favorite ones that I've seen so far out of the things I've seen from this book. Here we have Draco and his father, and the Hand of Glory. Nocturne Alley. We have Mr. Hagrid down here. Such beautiful art within these pages. Look how colorful this is. Really like these two pages here. Here we have a picture of Harry with Mr. Gilderoy Lockhart. We have Draco and Father, Ron and Ginny and Mama Weasley getting that autograph. Chapter 5, The Whomping Willow. The pages in this book are really thick and nice. And as you can see, nearly every page within this book has something going on. If there's not illustrations on the pages themselves, then you're coming across interactive pieces like this. Here we have the Whomping Willow, we have Hogwarts, we have the 4 houses represented in the stained glass. And if we take the Whomping Willow and we open it up, we'll see that we have the Fort Anglia landing into the Whomping Willow. Check that out. Really cool. That's a really neat interactive piece there. We have Mr. Professor Snape flying Ford Anglia mystifies muggles. The Evening Prophet. Bunch of potion bottles. Chapter 6, Gilderoy Lockhart. We have a howler screaming at Mr. Ronald Weasley from his mother. Here we have it going off on him. How dare you steal that car? Here it is going up in flames. Then we're in the greenhouse. And we come to our next interactive piece, which is a mandrake plant. You can see its eyes through the crack here. And if we take and we pull this mandrake up and out of the pot, how far does it come? Oh, look at that. Let me get it in screen here. Check that out. Isn't that neat? Wow. Really cool. Alright, next we have Ron's broken wand. I don't know if this was intentional or not, but this is really cool. The wand is broke right in the page crease. Very, very good idea if that was intentional. I'm going to assume it was. Once again, remember, if for any reason you want to stop and take a look at something in depth, just feel free to pause the video. We have Cornish pixies here. This is a fun take on Cornish pixies. A little bit different than what we're used to seeing in the films. Here they are again, creating chaos. Chapter 7. Got some Quidditch. We have a Beater's Bat, a Quaffle Bludgers, and a Golden Snitch represented on these two pages. And we have a really cool look at a Nimbus 2001. Really like the way it's illustrated here. Very cool looking. This is how I would have, in my mind, would think that Brooms was going to look like. Versus kind of what we get in the films. So really like the way this one looks. Oh no, Ron has slugs. Look at them all over the pages. Very cool. They're oozing. This book is a lot of fun. We have Pumpkin. Pictures of Mr. Gilderoy Lockhart here. Now we have our next interactive piece, which is Gilderoy Lockhart in pictures. And if you pull this tab, the pictures change. Very neat. Cool idea. Like that very much. All right. Chapter 8, The Death Day Party. Sir Nearly Headless Nick. We're just going to keep moving along here. We have Filch's office. This is really cool. I don't think we ever get to see that in the films, so getting to see it represented here is really neat. We've got pumpkins and candy and bats. And then we've got it all rotten. Here we have all the ghosts. We see Peeves down here. A little upset we don't get him in the film versions, but Filch's cat. The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemy of the Heir Beware. Here we have it again illustrated real nicely. We have Professor Dumbledore here. This is chapter 9, the writing on the wall. Very cool classroom scene that we don't get to see in the movies. Then we have all 4 of the Hogwarts founders here in stained glass form. We have spiders. Ron. That's funny. We have Moaning Myrtle. She looks really neat. I like the way she's done here. We have more spiders. The way these are coming off the pages are really creepy. Almost look real with this shadow effect they have going on here. Chapter 10, Rogue Bludger. We have Harry being chased by that Rogue Bludger there. Very cool quill. Very pretty. Like the colors. Now, if you were following MinaLima on social media, you probably have recognized this page before because this is one of the pages that they kind of teased leading up to the book release. We have a Polyjuice potion. This is how to make Polyjuice potion in one of the books. Really cool. We have Quidditch. That bludger's flying everywhere. It's made its way over onto these 2 pages. We have a really cool representation of Skellygrow that we've never seen done like this before. That's really cool. We have the hospital wing. I can't wait to dive into this book and reread it with all these illustrations. It's going to make it so much fun, and I can't wait. I'm probably going to start on this very soon. We have chapter 11, the Dueling Club. We have Ron and Hermione here making Polyjuice potion. Love the colors on this page. We have a snake. Y'all know what snake that's from. Here we have a really colorful and pretty representation of Dueling Club, split into 4 different parts here. Here we have Harry and Draco. I really like these 2 pages. Some baby mandrakes down here at the bottom of the page. Mr. Hagrid here. We have now come to another interactive piece. So how does this work? So we flip this up here. This is Dumbledore's office, I believe. I'm gonna grab these and pull them apart. Oh, that's cool. And we have Professor McGonagall and Harry headed up the stairs to Dumbledore's office. Wow, that's cool. This is really neat. This may be my favorite one. Wow. This one's gonna be hard to top. I like this one a lot. Very neat. That takes up quite a bit there. All right, on to chapter 12, the Polyjuice potion. We have Fox on fire here. We have something that's pushing through the pages, so I'm guessing something's coming up that's really causing that to kind of bubble up there. You see that there? We have Fox being reborn out of the ashes. We have Christmas Day here. Now that we're at the end of October, we're coming up on Christmas. We have the 2 cupcakes for Crab and Goyle. And there is what's causing that. This little piece here. So this is cool. We have a wheel that spins, and it looks like there's 3 different ones, and you can change the way their faces look after they've drank the polyjuice potion. Very cool here. Let's check it out. Let's add that to this. Very neat. Very cool idea. Hopefully that doesn't damage the pages. I actually think that there was a cardboard piece that went over the top of this to keep that from happening that I'm probably going to put back in here. So I recommend keeping that if you've got it. Here we have the Slytherin common room, and we have Harry and Ron dressed as Crab and Goyle. Here we have Hermione turned into a kitty cat. Chapter 13, The Very Secret Diary. Moaning Myrtle. Once again. T.M. Riddle. We all know who that is. What do y'all think of the artwork in this? I think it's absolutely beautiful. I think they did a fantastic job with it. And it's just as good, if not better, than the first book. Here we're diving into Tom Riddle's memories within the diary. We're getting pieces of the diary on each one of these corners here. Really cool. We have chapter 14, Cornelius Fudge. Here's the trio in the Gryffindor common room. The hospital wing with everyone that is petrified. Here we have Harry and Ron coming down the steps underneath an invisibility cloak, it looks like. With Hogwarts ghost floating along the staircases as well. Fudge and Dumbledore. There's Fang. Chapter 15, Aragog. We have a really pretty look out at the lake from one of the towers in Hogwarts. We have more spiders. This chapter is going to be full of spiders, I would assume. Looks like on every page, maybe. Here's the forward Anglia. Every page has spiders. Then we have a really neat illustration of Aragog. And then Harry and Ron in the forward Anglia, their shadow being cast right there. Very cool. Love this. More spiders, of course. Creepy. I don't like spiders. Ron, Harry, and Hermione again. This is chapter 16, The Chamber of Secrets. And Hermione figured it out for him. Pipes. Very cool. Here's Gilderoy Lockhart trying to run away. Slimy, slimy man he is. Moaning Myrtle. Here's Gilderoy, Harry, and Ron sliding through the pipes down to the Chamber of Secrets, where they land, and the skin of the basilisk lays in the chamber. We have the door that leads into the Chamber of Secrets. This is a really cool representation of it, something we haven't seen before. We have Chapter 17, the Heir of Slytherin. We have the chamber here with the statue of Salazar Slytherin at the end. He's a full-bodied statue instead of just the head that we saw in the movies. Really cool. I like the colors here. Feels very much like a chamber. Dark and dreary. Looks like we have Mr. Tom Riddle here with Harry and Ginny. Tom Marvolo Riddle turned to I am Lord Voldemort. Fox the Phoenix bringing Harry the Sorting Hat. Come to our next interactive piece. Salazar Slytherin's mouth pulls down and we get the basilisk. Look at that. Very cool. I actually saw a Instagram filter that MinaLima has done with this so that you can have the basilisk come out of your mouth. Pretty funny. We have the Sorting Hat along with the Sword of Gryffindor here. We have a slain basilisk laying in the chamber. We see Ginny and Tom Riddle here, Fox and Harry. We have Tom's diary stabbed with the basilisk fang. And if you look closely, you can see almost the dark mark in the ink. Very cool. Here we have Fox flying them out of the chamber. That brings us to the last chapter, chapter 18, Dobby's Reward. Here we have Harry, Ron, and Mr. and Mrs. Weasley. Gilderoy, not looking so good these days. The Sword of Godric Gryffindor. We have Dobby. Look at Dobby, he's so cute. Oh, look, a sock. That must mean that Dobby is a free elf. Here's Dobby becoming a free elf with Mr. Harry Potter. Then we have Hagrid back, and all the students happy to see him in their pajamas. That brings us to the end of this book, where we have Hogwarts and then platform 9 3/4. We have a little bit about the author JK Rowling, and then a little bit about the illustrators MinaLima. Some acknowledgements, and that brings us to the end of this book. This was an amazing first look at this book. I cannot wait to dive into it deep and reread it and look over everything once again. So that is it, guys. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. And if you're not subscribed, get subscribed because it really helps out the channel. And if you are subscribed, hit that notification bell. That way you're notified of any future videos that we post here on the channel. Guys, what a amazing book. I'd love to know your thoughts down below. MinaLima did such an amazing job once again with this book, and I cannot wait to see what they do next with Prisoner of Azkaban. Once again, it has not been confirmed, but with the success of the first 2 books, I think it's safe to say that we should be seeing a Prisoner of Azkaban. So guys, thank you again for all the love and support. As of this video going live, we are at 295 subscribers. So let's see if we can get to 300 and maybe keep going up. So thank you guys once again for all the love and support. I will talk to you again very soon. Plenty of amazing videos on the way. I can't wait to share them with you. Some of them are pretty exciting. One of them is like super exciting, and I can't wait to share it with you. Guys, I will catch you again very soon. Have a good one. Knox.
Doesn't quite understand me. Know what I mean?